Amsterdam is the capital of Netherlands. It is located in Europe and it has a maritime climate. Climate is an overall pattern of weather, usually based on an average of 30 years. Summers are warm and winters are barely cold, but with a great amount of precipitation. Summer is the driest season. As global warming occurs, the summers every time get hotter and hotter.
Precipitation affects the climate of Amsterdam because it helps control air and land temperature. It also dictates plant life in the surroundings that contributes to the climate and the formation of the wind.
Latitude is a factor that affects climate because the farther away from the equator, the colder it would be. This is caused due to the amount of sunlight that is directly received in the city. Amsterdam is 52.30 degrees north from the equator, which means it still gets a fair amount of direct sunlight.
This graph relates the way the latitude affects the amount of average sunshine that is received by cities around the world. It's mostly accurate on the sequence, but a factor that influences the graph is the season each city is in. For example, Lima, Rio de Janeiro, Sydney, and Tokyo are all in a different season than all the rest of the cities, which influences the hours of sunshine it receives. Other cities in the graph have the hours of sunshine they get in the month of June. Other factors that affect climate, including Amsterdam's is marine or inland position. Amsterdam is bordering a bay and it has channels going through the city. Being near bodies of water makes the climate regulate and with no extremes. Land heats and cools faster than water, so as it is bordering water, then the summers will be colder and the winters will be warmer due to the slow rate of change of temperature in water. The only landforms near Amsterdam are bodies of water and low coastal plains, which have the same effect as the one before, but also affect climate.
Another factor that affects Amsterdam's climate is altitude. Our city has some warm weather and extreme weathers are really rare. The reason for this is that it is at sea level, so climate stays mostly the same during each season.
This graph relates the altitude compared to the temperature. The main reason the graph doesn't have a clear positive or negative slope is due to the fact that not only altitude affects the temperature, but also latitude. In this case, seasons are not a problem because the temperature is the average temperature in June. Due to the great amount of precipitation, Amsterdam gets a lot of floods and sea storms. Caused by the massive damage of floods years before, they created a system of dikes and huge pumping stations that avoid it from flooding.